What up, what up? What's the B word, man? I'm Anthony Addison with another segment of What's the B word. Like and subscribe to the page. Hit me up on Instagram, What's the B word 52, just like you see on YouTube. Hit me up on Facebook, What's the B word. And you can hit me up on Twitter, B word 52. And y'all already know what's going on with me, baby. Baltimore Raven fan, Raven Nation stand up. Flock, let's get it. And if you ain't a Raven fan, you might be a fan of whoever. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button anyway, because we talk football, period, baby. But anyway, reason why we're here today, we're here to talk about the game we watched today. And our Baltimore Ravens won 33-16 against the Houston Texans. And man, let's just go and jump into it, man. Um, we're gonna start with the offense. We're gonna go and start with talking about the offense first. And what I got out of the offense today is what pretty much everybody probably got up out of the offense today, and that was that our offensive line is not as strong as we would like them to be. Our offensive line had a rough game today. Very rough game today. And it was I ain't gonna lie, I was somewhat not kind of happy with the play calling too with G-Ron. But I'm gonna pump my brakes and wait before I start complaining about that. But the offensive line did not play a strong game today. And Lamar and the guys was having a little bit of trouble with it and stuff like that. But at the same time, due to a bad situation and stuff like that with the offensive line, Lamar was still efficient and he didn't turn the ball over today. He was 18 for 24 for 204 yards. He had one TD. Like I said, he didn't throw any picks. He didn't fumble the ball. He took care of the ball. And ultimately, to me, that's what won us the game. We won the turnover battle today. To me, that's what won us the game because we didn't just go out there and just pummel them like we did Cleveland and stuff like that. But the turnover battle is what won us the game today. And Lamar just did a good job. Everybody did a good job taking care of the football, man. Nobody let that ball hit the ground. And when you having games like this where it can be a potential dogfight and stuff, that's the stuff that good teams do. Good teams don't turn the ball over when they in a game that could be a potential dogfight. Because at the beginning of the like in the first half, we was fighting with them guys. It was a 10-point lead, 20-10 or something like that. One thing I didn't like is we didn't run the ball a lot. Statistics show now that we ran the ball a lot. But if you look at it when we was in the first half, let's see. The Gus Ellis had 10 carries. Mark had 9 carries. Lamar had 16 carries, and mind you, that 16 of them carries. When I say run plays, I'm almost not counting Lamar run plays because a lot of Lamar run plays this game wasn't designed runs. That was him just running because he was running for his doggone life. Now I know what y'all gonna say. Y'all gonna say, well, B word, how are we gonna run the football when our offensive line is not playing good at all? But you gotta put this in perspective too. We still, no matter what the situation is with the offensive line, we still have to keep balance in the offense. Because the worst thing you can do with an offensive line that's playing bad at the time is to be one-dimensional. And they're giving giving the defensive line that much of an advantage. Because we was being one-dimensional for a split second. I think at halftime, Lamar threw the ball 17 times and we only handed the ball off to a running back. Not Lamar runs, but to an actual running back 5 times. I believe Mark Ingram had 4 carries and Gus Ellis had 1. And we gotta get back to being balanced, man. That was one of the things about us last year that was so good. We was a run heavy team, but at the same time we was real balanced too. We was real balanced with our play calling. So that's something we need to get back to because I just didn't like the rhythm of the offense today. I really didn't. We still came out on top. But I just didn't like the rhythm of the offense today, man. We got to get more balance. They ran the ball a little bit more in the second half, but that's just stuff you got to do, man. We can't go out there and be one-dimensional. I know Lamar can throw the ball. Everybody know Lamar can throw the ball, but we ain't got to go out there and try to prove a point with anybody, man. If running the football is what make us great, let's run the football. Like I said, even if our offensive line not playing that great, we still have to maintain a balanced offense, man. Because like I said, the worst thing you could do when your offense is playing bad is be one-dimensional. If the D-line on the other side know we finna pass every down, man, they got their ears peeled back and they finna be rushing the quarterback like crazy, like they was doing today. They was after Lamar, man. I really honestly can't remember Lamar getting sacked this many times. Another thing, Lamar, I could tell that with the O line play today, Lamar was kind of getting frustrated. And I mean, I don't know if he just trying to just he's so eager to prove that he's a passer, but it was a few times where Lamar really had took off running, but he just didn't run. He just kept looking downfield instead of just going tucking and doing his thing. So I don't know about that. We just gonna have to keep on watching on stuff like that. But we still got the job done, man. We still did what we had to do. Hollywood came up with a couple of nice catches. Shockingly, a quiet game for Mark Andrews, man. When we put J.K. Dobbins in at the end of the game, gave him a couple of handouts at the end of the game. He bust a big run at the end of the game, and he made a key catch, man. J.K. Dobbins, man, that man has good, balance, man. He has some good balance, and he gonna use that hand to get up off the ground, man. He is not an easy guy to get off the ground, man. But overall, I'm not really worried about the offense. I think that they gonna improve. I mean, people got to remember, too, that we didn't have a preseason. We didn't have a real off-season workout, stuff like that. And stuff like that with the offense, a lot of teams' offenses and timings and stuff like that is kind of out of weight. Especially when you think about, like, with the O-line got to gel together. Maybe if we had that man, that Hall of Famer, Marshall Yonder, still sitting at the guard position, it wouldn't be as tough. But at the same time, them big shoes to fill. Those are big shoes to fill, and to turn around with it. We didn't have an off season and stuff like that, so maybe G-Ron can find something out. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Like y'all know, man, Daddy Daycare never closed, man. I'm a daddy before everything. But anyway, man, I'm not too much worried about the offense, man. I think they're gonna get it together. I just really want to see more balance with the offense. I want to see more balance. I don't want to go into halftime and it's 18 throws and 5 runs with the running back, man. They give me Tennessee Titan game vibes, man, when we do stuff like that. So that's about it on the offense, man. We did enough to get the win. Defensive wise, what I didn't like about the defense is the pass rush got to get home, man. The pass rush got to get home, and when we get there, we got to make them pay. We got to make them pay when we get there. That's about it because the run defense was legit today. Calais Campbell and Brandon Williams and them guys did their thing. In the secondary, man, they gave up a few catches to Brandon Cooks, but as a whole, man, the secondary played. I mean, they was like I said, man, turnovers. The secondary was the turning point of the game. You got Marlon Humphrey, who's steady doing that little punch and getting that ball out. I think he been watching Peanut Tillman, man, Pat Tillman. But he steady punching them balls out. And L.J. Fort scooped it up and ran for a score. And then we had MP Juice Man, who made a real Ed Reed-like interception. Man, that was a great play by MP Juice Man. And the defense just played all out good. The only thing bad I can say about the defense is the pass rush. Tavon Young, unfortunately, is out for the season with a knee injury, and I can't lie to y'all. I was saying this when I was live watching the game, that we might, and I know that money-wise, logistics-wise, it's probably going to do us bad, but we might have to move on from Tavon soon. Because even if we do cut him or trade him or whatever, like it'll hurt our salary cap, it's still hurting our salary cap now that we're paying him and he can't stay healthy. He stays hurt. When he went down, I wasn't surprised. I really wasn't surprised. I was like, Tavon's down again. And it's another season. He just was out for a whole season last year. Played the season before that, I believe, but then got hurt the season before that. I can't remember, man. He get hurt. When certain players get hurt so many times, you really can't remember. But Tavon is out for the year. Now, I seen that they put Anthony Averett at Tavon position, and Averett was getting beat bad, man. I'm talking about, man, he had got beat on an out route, and Turf Monster tackled him and everything, man. And I think we probably need to go with the scheme that we went last year. That's why that Jimmy Smith re-signing Jimmy Smith is big, man, because we knew this was a possibility. We knew it was a possibility that Tavon Young was gonna get hurt, because history repeats itself. This has been happening his whole career, and I think it's time that we go ahead and put Jimmy back on the outside, and move Marlon back to playing against the slot guys like we did last year. It worked out good for us last year. I mean, all we can do is try because to me, honestly, Anthony Averett is not it. And when we go out there and play Kansas City next week with all that speed, man, I just really think that Pat Mahomes is going to aim for him all game long. If I was a quarterback, if I was Deshaun Watson, I wouldn't have threw it to nobody else. I would have been going straight to Anthony Averett for the rest of the game because he obviously can't cover. He's obviously not that, like, he's not ready. And he should be ready because he's been in the league since we drafted LJ, I believe. I believe we drafted Anthony Averett the same year we drafted LJ, so he should be ready. He should be ready to go. He should be at least able to contribute a little bit. Like I would rather have Maurice Kennedy than Anthony Averett right now. But there's no here or there because Maurice Kennedy ain't here. But one more thing about the defense before I go. Matthew Judon, you want this money. Matthew Judon want this money. He talking all this mess, talking about he want the money from us and stuff like that. And I ain't seen nothing from Judon. He done got back there a few times, but just getting there, like, almost don't count unless you playing horseshoe, dog. Almost don't count unless you playing horseshoe. And sad to say, buddy, this ain't horseshoe. You got to make it home. You got to get there. You got to get the sack. Patrick Queen got more sacks than you. Joker got more sacks than you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, like, I done seen this, like, your linebacker, your middle linebacker and your safety got more sacks than you, bro. And pass rushing and getting sacks is supposed to be the thing that you, like, that's supposed to be your specialty. And when it's your specialty, I don't care who is on your team or who you're going against. That should be the one thing that you're effective in, but you're not right now. And you're only proving us right by not giving you this contract. You haven't did anything special to me. You haven't did anything special to me to deserve that contract. When Terrell Suggs got paid with us, he was a defensive player of the year. And he was a sack demon. Whenever we had Young Silver, when it was time, when Young Silver wanted to get paid, we knew we had to pay that man because one thing about it, we knew he was going to go get that quarterback every game. He was going to get a sack almost every game. And we're not getting there with Judon right now, man. We're not getting there with Judon at all. I mean, the pass rush is just still kind of suspect. We still got to blitz and pray that we come home with the for a pass rush, for a decent pass rush. Because when we not blitzing, we not getting no pressure. And that's on you, Judon. I'm not saying it's all on you, but I'm just going to point the finger at you because you supposed to be our pass rush specialist. You supposed to be the guy that we can count on to go get it. One-on-one situation. I mean, like I told y'all last year when everybody was talking about the whole Judon thing. Most of his sacks that he got last year was when the team was dumb enough to put a tight end on him to block him. I mean, if he couldn't get a sack off a tight end trying to block him, then we need to just release him. That's where most of his sacks came from last year. But we just gonna wait it out. Like I said about the offensive line and the offense, we ain't have no off season. We didn't have no preseason. We didn't have none of it. So we just gonna pump our brakes. I ain't gonna be too hard on Judon. I ain't gonna be too hard on everybody else. I'm gonna stay hard on Anthony Averett because I know what Anthony Averett is, and he is what we think he is. That's just flat out true. He was that last year, and he was that the year before. That ain't gonna change. But everybody else, I'm gonna pump my brakes on y'all for a minute because, like I said, no off season, no preseason. But round about week 5 or 6, man, we need to be full steam ahead. But anyway, y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe to this channel. Y'all hit me up on Facebook, what's the B word? Y'all hit me up on Twitter, B word 52. Instagram, what's the B word 52. I'll be back soon with my predictions for my week 3 predictions on who I think gonna win and who I think gonna lose. Didn't get to do the preview for the Houston Texans game because family stuff, work, stuff like that. I'm sure y'all understand. But I'm gonna see y'all next time. Wait, before I go, shout out to my dog, Loyal to Houston, man. He a YouTuber too. He gave me a shout out on one of his videos. He stayed dropping, coming down, showing love and stuff like that. So I just wanted to give him a shout out, man. He a real good dude. Houston Texans fans, Raven fans, whoever. Hit the subscribe button to him, man. I'm sure he gonna come in on this video. So y'all just hit the subscribe button on him, man. Just show that guy some love. But anyway, flock, I love y'all. We gonna enjoy this victory, but we gonna think about the next game tomorrow. So Flock, I love y'all, and I'll see y'all later.